much. We're covering tonight's protest from all angles. Let's check in now with Team 12's William Pitts. He joins us live from downtown as he follows the protest there. Hey, Will.
Hey guys, yeah, this protest actually started as part of a larger protest that was at Phoenix City Council chambers demanding a defunding of Phoenix Police. That would be a 25% defunding in Phoenix Police's budget. They wanted that money instead to go to what they say is community programs. They also wanted to increase the funding for the Police Oversight Board. Now, believe it or not, that actually had some traction earlier today. In the city council meeting, Carlos Garcia, city council member, proposed an increase up to $2.9 million, up from $400,000. And they are currently in public comments over that. But after that protest ended, these protesters took to the street. This is basically the entire protest from earlier today. They've been out here in the heat in 110 degrees for going on 6 hours now. And they've been walking all over downtown. We're currently on 3rd Street heading south back toward downtown, starting from City Council chambers and going up through the Roosevelt District and now back toward downtown after that protest at City Council chambers. Now, Carlos Garcia actually came out in the middle of the City Council meeting and addressed all of those protesters, lending his support before going back in for the rest of the meeting. But again, these guys are heading back toward downtown right now, as you can hear, chanting George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. Guys, back to you.